Hi guys, welcome to my YouTube channel, and it's me again. So actually, oh wait, if you're new here, I don't know, I actually forget to do that intro. I think it's been a minute, but if you're new here, please subscribe to this channel. There is going to be a lot of some good stuff coming in, so please subscribe. Don't leave without subscribing, okay? So today I was actually going through the internet and I came across this very interesting topic that I thought would be actually kind of cool to share with you guys. So I was reading about personality disorders. So it was a certain what do you call it, a post. Actually it was kind of a blog, but okay, it was just a post. So this particular person was doing interviews and experiments over the years actually regarding people's personalities and why they get to act the way they act, why certain people don't do certain things, why certain people do certain things, you know, that kind of stuff. And I was interested in it, so I tapped on it and it got me thinking, why don't I do a video of the same? And so this week's topic is going to be about toxic things that parents say to kids. So if you're a young parent out there, if you're a parent, if you're an aspiring parent, or if you're just you know, we are all here to learn. And if you haven't noticed, I'm kind of taking a turn per se in my YouTube channel. I kind of want to create content that that revolves within a certain topic, and mine in this case will be about psychology, psychological facts, psychological, you know, all those things regarding psychology. And yeah, that's what I'm going to be doing. Well, once in a while I'll take a break from it and kind of do the norm, but you know, from here on we're just going to be discussing this kind of stuff because this is what I love and this is what I'm going to be sharing with you guys, so stay tuned. So today it's about the toxic things that parents say to kids, and you might not even realize it until you're grown up, but you know, there's always a chance to learn, and it doesn't mean that you have to like wait until you're grown so that you can do these things or change these things. That's why this video is here for you. So I'm going to stop ranting. I'm going to stop ranting and let's get into it. So the first thing that parents say to kids that really becomes toxic and really affects them in their life later on is saying hurtful words towards their appearance. Okay, I'm here with my notebook, so if you see me looking down, just know what's up. So the first thing is saying hurtful things to their kids. You know, the way parents, when you're young, I know everyone will relate to all of these points, and if you can't relate, you definitely know someone who like is going through the same. So parents, when they say hurtful things to their kids, you know, the way a kid can mess around and then just mess up something, and then the parent will be like, why are you always like this, why are you always like this, why are you always doing this, and complaining all the time. This is a child, this is how a child is supposed to behave. So instead of yelling at them, saying hurtful things towards their appearance, towards their behavior, like there are ways to coach them, there are ways to correct them without making them feel that I am a failure, I always mess things up, because they'll grow with the same mentality. You have had people say that I know I'm going to mess this up, I know I'm going to ruin this, because that's what they had when they were young. Everything is their fault. Everything was their fault when they were young, and it's like it's scripted in their brain that you are always at fault and you'll always ruin things, you'll always mess things up. So like we all know people who are like that, and if we don't, maybe we are like that, like deep down, you know, you are like that. So this really messes up with someone's self-esteem, because you don't just say things like those to a child when they are growing up. You know, they are in the stage where they are learning, and once they learn, it reaches a point that you are unable to unlearn, and whatever you had picked up during your young stages of life stays with you until you're growing old with them, you know, and it unconsciously changes your behavior, and it just messes you up in ways that you can't even understand. So yeah, that's the first thing. The other one is comparing them to other kids. You know, when you're young, even some parents still do, even when you're old, wanakwambia, why can't you be like Nani's kid, why can't you be like your cousin, why can't you be like our neighbor, you know, comparing you to stuff. And this makes you at conflict with them unconsciously. It makes you at conflict with them, even though you don't wanna be. Like, your parents are already telling you are not better than them. You see, in those two little ways, wanakwambia, you are not better than our neighbor's kid because they can do this and you can't. And that just makes you growing up, it makes you feel like you cannot achieve some certain things. That's why you find people who can believe in themselves and others who can't, because in their very young stages of life they were taught that, like, that's what they used to hear. They can never do things like so and so can do, and later on in life you meet them and you're always like, mbona hujiamini, you know, and hata wao maybe hawajui mbona hawajiamini, but it's really the parents who like play that role in making them not believe in themselves. Their self-esteem is always down. They just, yani, wako tu hawana hope in life. Wanajuanga tu like, I cannot do that. The other people are better than me, so let them go and do it. As for me, I just can't. And it really becomes hard to change people like this, especially when you get into a relationship with someone like this. They always know that they can't do it. Like, they're never going to be the best partner for you. And if you find someone like this, I think the best thing that you can do for them is like get them help. If you're not in a position to help them, like, just get them help, because it's something that goes way back. Yeah. So these people also believe that they don't deserve anything good. You know, ushawaambia hawafanani na mtoto wa neighbor, like, mbona mtoto wa neighbor anaweza fanya hivi ufanye hivi. So even as they grow, they know that all the good things in life are not theirs. Washajua, like, this is not for me. I'm definitely not first place, never going to be. So they just know that nothing in life is always going to be good for them. They know that they don't deserve anything good, so you'll find them not striving to get anything good. Yani, they're just okay being basic. Okay, kuna airplane inapita. So those people, they just know they don't deserve anything good. They are always second place or any other place apart from first place, and they just don't strive to be anything good in life. They are okay with being basic. They are okay with being in the middle or the bottom. They are totally fine with that, so long as it doesn't cost them to go out of their way. They are okay with being there. And unapatanga hawa ni watu wenye hawana that push in life. You know, those people who are go-getters, you wake up in the morning and you know, today I want to hustle, today I want to get this money. These people don't have that drive. They always know that nothing good in life is theirs, and so they have no particular push. Unimse aki-lose job yake, you don't expect them to go hustle. Expect that once they lose an office job, they'll actually come to the streets back to hustle, to sell mayai or smokies kwa barabara. They won't do that because they know they don't deserve anything good. Yeah, they don't. And you also find that people like this have a hard time receiving compliments. Like, you just tell someone, hey, leo umevaa poa, unakaa poa, like, it's so weird with them because they are not used to receiving compliments. So when you tell them something like that, the first thing that comes to their mind is umse ananipima, you know, unanidanganya, unanichocha, ama you're trying to get something from me by telling me something nice. They don't believe that they can actually receive something nice because their parents didn't do that for them. Kila saa, oh my god, another plane. Okay, it's like I'm living in an airport. Okay. Okay, it's gone. So, where was I? Yeah, compliments. These people don't know how to receive compliments. I mean, it's always so weird to them, telling them that they look nice, they dress up nice, or they smell nice. You know, it's always so weird. Hawakupata compliments when they were young. So when you tell them, it's always like you're trying to get something from them, which is not always the case. You're just complimenting someone, and they take that as an attack instead of a compliment. And I really can't blame them, because when they were growing up, that's what they faced. They were not taught how to receive compliments. They were never told something nice. Even when they did something nice, they didn't get the acknowledgement. So that just stays with them, I think, for life. And yeah, you just have to understand, in case you meet someone like this in the future, or if you know someone like this, just tell them to watch this video. Thank you. Yeah, so that's the second one. The third one is verbally abusing children, in telling them words or in telling them statements that verbally abuse them, like words like you're stupid, how can you think like that, I took you to school, how are you still stupid, how are you still dumb, you know, just abusing this kid at a believe. Oh, that's so cool. So this kid will believe I am stupid, I can't understand anything, I can't think of anything good, like I can't think of anything meaningful, you know. And even when they grow older, their self-esteem comes to like zero. These people have little or no self-esteem. They don't believe in themselves because they know they can't achieve anything. Also, they have no voice, because have you ever met these people that they might be having an issue, but they won't air it out? Why? Because they were taught from a young age that you do not matter, you are stupid, you are foolish, you are dumb. So whatever comes out of that mouth of yours is stupid. They won't speak out. They won't. Even if someone is bullying them or harassing them, they'll just hush. They'll keep quiet. They won't tell anyone, because for one, they think that it will get them in trouble, or it will get them, basically in trouble. And they believe that keeping quiet is the safer option, which is not. Well, in most cases, it's not. These people are wired to believe that the voice they have is meaningless, which is not the case. Like, you have a voice, you are allowed to speak out, and you matter. Okay, you matter. So whatever you have to say, don't be afraid to say it. As long as you're saying it through the right channels and doing it in the right way, we have rights and you have freedom of speech. So air it out. Yeah, these people believe that they just shut up to avoid more resentment, because they already know, for one, I'm stupid. So to avoid even more resentment, they just shut up, because they see like they'll escalate the issue even more, which is not the case. I mean, boo, you matter. Speak up. So the other one is threatening to leave a child. I don't know if your mother or your guardian has ever threatened to leave you when you are younger. Ati mimi nitamka hapa siku moja mnikose, or I'll go mkose mama, I'll go mtafute mama mwingine, you know, things like those. In as much as the parent is mad, or they're saying it from a point of anger, like that's not right to say it in front of a child, because this child will have abandonment issues, for one. They'll have attachment issues too. So when they grow up, they'll always think that everyone that becomes close to them will always leave. So they get either too attached to this person that they don't leave, or even worse, they don't get attached at all. I don't know if you have met people who like don't have any like attachment skills, or they're just so distant with people. And what's the other thing that these people do? They are distant with people, like, and then when you ask them why, it's not like they are actually very nice people if you get to know them. Most of them, they're usually so nice, but once they tell you why they don't like to like hang out with people, have friends, they don't like to chill with people, they tell you that they are afraid because you leave, because their mother told them that they leave. Your own mother who gave birth to you says that they leave you. What makes you think that a friend who you're not even related to, who you have known for like a certain amount of time, will not leave you? If your birth mother can leave you, who won't? Abu, tell me who won't? Maybe God. Juka mama anaweza kukuacha. Anyone else definitely can. So these people feel like they are going to be left every time they get close to someone, or every time like they create a certain bond with someone. They feel like this will be lost someday, this will like disappear someday, and it will hurt when it disappears, which is not always the case. So that's not right to say to a child. So if you're a mother, if actually this is not only for mothers, this is not actually only for parents, anyone out there, like, never say things to this like this to people, because you never know what amount of damage it does to them and what amount of damage will cause in the near future. These people will feel like you'll always abandon them. Honestly, they'll feel like you'll always abandon them, like you'll leave, so they can't trust you. They will never trust anyone. And when you can't trust anyone, what happens when you have problems? You have no one to share with them with. And this is like a cancer to your soul, because when you don't share your problems, how will you even get help? You won't. So the problem will either escalate, or even if the problem goes away, you are never fully healed from it, because you have no one to talk to, you have no one to help you with, and like you can't deal with all of your problems on your own. You need people. No man is an island. The last point is empty promises from parents. Mostly when maybe you promise a kid, okay, fanya hivi, I'll do this for you. When you finish this food, ndakubaya chocolate, and then you don't. And they get used to that. When you keep on doing that, they'll totally get used to it. So later on in life, they'll think that people are always lying. This will cause them to have trust issues, for one. Like, these people will never believe a thing anyone says to them in life. Like, have you met these people who, like, even when you're telling them the truth, they're like, ay, unandanganya, unanichocha. Like, it's not their fault. It's not their fault. They are like that. Like, they were made to believe that people will always lie to you. Mimi mwenye ni mamako, and I'm lying to you. What makes you think that your neighbor won't, And this is very bad, because you will actually miss out. These people will actually miss out on some good things in life, just because they have trust issues. They think that everyone is an enemy to them, everyone is out to get them, which is not always the case. And yeah, this is just so sad, that kids will grow up like that, not knowing what to do, how to act, how to change this. And if you actually know someone, just tell them to watch this video. And there are a lot of people you can reach out to for help. There are a lot of counselors, there are a lot of posts. Actually, there are a lot of even YouTube videos. If someone is ashamed to talk to people about things like this, there is always the internet to help you out. So yeah, thank you for watching up to this far, and don't forget to subscribe. Don't leave without liking this video and even commenting. See you next time. Bye.